Hello.
Hello.
Screen with the audience. Close. Okay.
Alright, we need to see if I'm live.
You are live.
If y'all are hearing me, this is a test video. I'll do a little bit of talking here in a minute, but got to make sure that we can hear sound quality here. This is my first time.
Nobody's here, but we're just testing.
Going live, but nobody's here right now, so.
It's the first ever on our channel. Hey, look at my shirt. Look at that. It matches the wall.
There you go.
Yeah, it says you're live.
Yeah. I guess click on the video and see if it's yeah.
It looks good. Oh, that disappeared.
I'm gonna move this down. Sorry, folks. I'll readjust the camera. There. That's a little bit better. Now y'all can see me better.
Yep.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check. Oh, now you hear the repeat because she's That's a little bit better. Now y'all can see me better.
There you go.
All right.
I gotta do some.
So when I close out, where do I go to end it?
Right here. Down here.
Oh, that's my ending. Okay.
Yep. Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, welcome y'all to Killions All-in-One, my first ever live video. I've got another channel called Blues Guitar 88. But I don't really post much on that. And this one here is going to be for my business page. I do my business kind of like a jack of all trades. I'm here in Sullivan, Indiana. My name is Scotty, by the way. And what I kind of do is I do house cleaning, like light house cleaning. I've been a janitor for 3 years. And then also I do pet walking, like dogs, pet sitting for dogs and cats, house sitting, just stuff like that. And then also right now what I'm focusing mainly on is still photography. I've actually got a deal going on right now where I do 4 photos, 4 prints, and I'll do 2 8x11s and then 2 4x6s. And so what I do is I'll do a whole bunch of shots around the car, and then a whole bunch of shots of the inside of the car, and then I'll send them all PDF file to that person's email, and then that way they'll have all the photos of the vehicle that I took. But I'll do 4 prints for them, and everything is just $50 for a whole package deal. I've heard that people said that's a great deal. I've heard that people said that a lot of other people they charge more. I don't know. I'm just starting out, so I'm just trying to get some clients. But yeah, that's what I mainly do. And then today, I wanted to go live. Wanted to say welcome. If you're watching the channel, welcome. Thank you for checking my channel out. If you would like and subscribe and follow, so whenever I do go live again, I'll let you know. I don't think right now I'm going to schedule any to go live. I'm going to try to do at least a few a week. But I'm not for sure when. Because right now everything's just kind of up in the air, and I'm helping people and helping my wife as well, and it's just up in the air. So one thing I want to talk about tonight is the enclosed mobility scooter. If you guys have one, leave a comment if you would, because I'm interested in checking them out. I cannot get a license, so that would be perfect for me to get around town. Also, how good are they? How well are they made? Do they last a while? The ones I've seen, the ones I'm interested in, they have AC, heat, pedals, and a steering wheel. Because if I'm driving something enclosed, it's like a car. I want a steering wheel. I don't want to. I don't want the handlebars. I mean, to me, that's just weird. But hey, each your own. You know, if you like that style, more power to you. But for me, if I'm gonna drive something that's enclosed like a vehicle, I'd rather just have a steering wheel. Another thing I want to talk about is the Cool Moon bicycles. My wife bought me a Cool Moon or Moon Cool. Excuse me. Thank you, dear. I'll get my words straight eventually, guys. Bear with me, folks. This is my first video going live for my business, and yeah. Um, Everything went pretty decent on putting the bike together, except there was a few issues. But the biggest issue I found with mine is the front of the wheel has your motor, and then you got these little clips that clip in. Well, there's supposed to be like two separate parts inside. One lets the wheel spin freely, while the other part keeps the motor standing still. Well, whenever you go to hit the throttle and take off and go riding, it spins everything. So nothing is where it should be. And I was just wondering, is anybody else having that same problem? If so, were you able to fix it on your own? Or did you have to order like a whole new assembly from the factory, from the company? Because I would really like to ride mine, but I can't because I need to go take it and get repairs. And at this time, I just don't have the funds to do it because it's way past the deadline. So that's something else I'm kind of interested in. So if you would, please leave a comment down below if you have a Moon Cool bicycle and if you've had the same problem. Um, Trying to think if there was anything else I was going to yak about. So I have been a custodian for 3 years. I lived up in Michigan with my wife, and I worked as a custodian for 3 years for a company called Caravan Facilities. So if you're looking for somebody who has experience cleaning and you're within like a half hour or so range from Sullivan, Indiana, please comment down below. Let me know. We'll get together, um, and then maybe we could work out a deal to come and get your house clean. Um, I know that I want to bring different stuff to the channel. Besides just business, I want to maybe talk about different things, show different things. So it's kind of like a jack of all trades sort of business. So I kind of want to bring up different things. One of the other questions I had for you folks is I've seen people driving down the road talking online on like I don't know if it's their camera or their phone, but they're online, and then they have like a as the comments pop up, they'll have like a reader that reads the question or gives them an answer that somebody left to them. Is there any way of doing that on YouTube to where when I'm going live and you guys are leaving comments, now I can't really see them. So is there a way that I can get a talkback voice to read that to me, and then that way I can actually have a connected conversation with y'all? If so, let me know in the comments if you would. Also, I want to give a shout out to a few people I subscribe, and I'd like to recommend them to y'all. if you like going to auctions, repairing cars, um, making hot rods, or there's a few people I follow. One, it's Auto Auction Rebuilds. The guy's name's Randy. Very cool guy. I would like to meet him sometime. Um, but he just did a power tour in a, I want to say it's a 55 Chevy. I think that's right. I think it's a 55. And he's a really cool dude. I love watching his channel. He has some very cool videos. He goes to auctions, and then he'll get them home and he'll fix them up and then resell them and stuff like that. But very cool guy to watch. Another one is Monkey Wrench Mike. He's pretty cool. He's got some different cars that he buys from auctions and different places, and he fixes them up. Another shout out to Santa's Workshop. Uh, he's got some cool stuff going on there with different builds and different stuff as well. And then if you guys are into trucking, I love semis, I love cars, classic cars, motorcycles. I'm a nut for that type of stuff. So if you guys are into that type of stuff, I recommend one of the guys for um, trucking and working on old trucks. I would recommend checking out. Um, Let me think of his name. Twin Sticks. Twin Sticks Garage. Very cool guy. His name's Mark. Love watching Mark. Um, I always enjoy his videos when he comes out with them, which is pretty awesome. So I think you guys will like him. If you guys like classic cars, you guys ought to check out Maple Motors. Maple Motors on YouTube. They are close to, I think it's Nashville, I believe. And so they do different stuff. They have different cars for sale. It's a car lot, but Maple Motors has that car lot down there, and I love watching to see what they bring in. They have new stuff every single Monday, and I'll tell you what, if I could afford it, I would have a whole bunch of their cars down there. They've had a lot of different cars I've liked, but now's not the time for that. Okay, but yeah, I'm a classic car nut. Um, I know I would love to go to Barrett Jackson at some point. Um, I would love to go to. There's another one besides Barrett Jackson that I've seen on TV, and I cannot think of the name. But car auctions, I love car auctions. I haven't been to an auction in a long time. Would love to go to one of those. Truck shows around Sullivan, Indiana. I don't think we have any truck shows. Now we have Frog Follies, which is the third to last weekend in August. I think it's the third. I think it's the third weekend in August, something like that. And if you like hot rods, nothing newer, I think it's a 1948 or something like that. I would recommend you check that out. Um, if you guys like to watch someone travel and go to different places, go to different theme parks, stuff like that, check out Carpetbagger. His real name is Jacob, but he goes by Carpetbagger on his channel. If I can figure it out, I will try to put links for all the channels I have suggested down below in the description or comment section area. Again, I'm new at this, so forgive me if I'm messing up or screwing up on something. I apologize right off the bat. Again, this is all new. I don't really have a mic set up. I've got a gaming headset that has a mic, so I might try that. Let me know how the quality is, folks. Um, I'll try to adjust it. I have a webcam up there that I'm using. It's more of an older version, but it seems to do the job. So if you have any questions, please feel free. Again, if you would like, if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to try to come out with at least 1 to 2 videos a week for right now, and it might pick up. And then I want to get some stuff in here to show you stuff that I use, or I might have a suggestion for. And today, one of those things is it's called what is it? What's that thing that's on my computer, baby? That talks to you and magnify. You remember, baby? Oh, she's busy. Trying to think of the name of that thing. Hey, hon.
Yeah.
Do you remember that thing that's on my computer that talks to you?
Zoom text.
Zoom text. Folks, if you're having trouble seeing, and the thing I like about this is Zoom text, not only does it zoom in the screen for you and you have options for that, but it can also talk to you and they have shortcuts. So if you're visually impaired or blind and you're having trouble navigating a computer, Zoom text would be one of my suggestions. I also have an Orca in my eye. I don't use that very much. I mainly, like if I'm working, I'll use that to read different paperwork and stuff like that. But I think that's all I've got for tonight, folks. I am going to read a scripture. Um, so let's see what we got tonight. I haven't really prepared for this one. So forgive me, folks. Like I said, I'm sort of just winging it tonight. First time on the channel. So, um, let's see. What would be a good one to read tonight? Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. There's a lot of good ones. I'm gonna read one of my favorite scriptures, which is um, which is talking about healing, and it's Isaiah 53, and I'm gonna just start because the verse is actually 53:5, but I want to start in verse 1 here. And if you'll bear with me, guys, I do have tunnel vision in my right eye, so I can see. Um, but I do struggle with reading. That's one of the things I struggle with. But here we go. Isaiah 53, verse 1. Who has believed our message? To whom will the Lord reveal his saving power? My servant grew up in the Lord's presence like a tender green shoot sprouting from the root in dry and sterile ground. There was nothing beautiful or magnificent, or what is it? Beautiful or, I apologize, guys. I am not the greatest reader, so please forgive me. I'm not the greatest speller when it comes to some stuff. Um, magic about this appearance, nothing to attach us to him. I hope I'm reading this right, guys. Like I said, I'm not the greatest reader, so please forgive me. If I've messed up, please let me know. Um, Again, I'm doing my best. That's all I can say. He was displaced and rejected. A man who I'm gonna have to stop there, guys. I'm having trouble reading. I apologize. So I'm gonna just cut right down to the verse I'm looking at because I'm just struggling tonight. 53:5. Here we go. I was gonna read all 5 verses, but again, I'm struggling tonight. But he was wounded and crushed for our sin. He was beaten that we might save or excuse me, that we might have peace. He was whipped and we were healed. Wow. That's a powerful scripture, guys, right there. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not the greatest speller. Please forgive me. I just wanted to read a little scripture tonight. But you know something, if you're going through a hard time, God makes a way when there seems to be no way. Even through the hard times, you might be going through a valley right now. But he said he never leaves us nor forsakes us. And that's something we got to hold on to, folks. Because without Jesus, we are nothing. Without him, we have nothing. And so that's going to be the end of this video for tonight. I don't know when I'm going to be back on to make another one. But if you guys would like, share, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to try to have something kind of cool or bring something maybe to the channel next time to show you guys. But if you know of anything that can read to me what you're asking or your comments, as uh, as I'm talking on the channel, that would be great. Um, that way, whenever I'm doing the YouTube live, I can have something that's reading your comments to me so I can answer questions if you guys have questions. So, anyway, folks, hope you guys have a great 4th of July tomorrow. And stay safe, especially if you're out there lighting the fireworks. And I will see you all on the next video, hopefully sometime next week. So, hope you all have a great night and take care and God bless.